So what's been happening here then, eh? Over the years, the Watson Mitchells have seen a lot of water pass under the bridge. Trouble is, I think it's more like blood. Bad blood.
The so-called Mitchell Empire is crumbling around you. I'd get out now if I were you.
I think right now it's probably as bad as it can get with the two families, with the recent fire, which I don't know who did that. There's always bad blood between them.
You could say that this little problem's been smouldering for quite a while.
I just think it's about time we got a little respect.
Want to settle some feud that goes on and on till only one of them's left standing, is that it?
You're in my way.
I can't live in the middle of a feud, Dennis.
First time I met you, I made it very clear I don't like being told what to do.
You must think I'm some kind of joke. But I'm not, Sharon. Believe me, I'm not.
Drunken old tile! It's no secret, is it?
You know, Vicky wants respect. You want revenge. Everybody wants to fight.
You should stay Grant Grave.
Is that right?
Come on! If you're not joking, right? Well, I ain't!
Now, let's see how you like it. Billy, take the money, don't take the money. Either way, you're out of here.
You're sacked as of now. You can't do that.
You know where the door is. Show yourself out.
Why are you doing this, Den? To the Watts? Family at war.
I'm sick of people laughing at me. I'm sick of being taken for a mug. Do you think Phil would let money drain through his hands? I tell you what, there is no way that Grant would let the Watts disrespect us the way they've been doing.
So what do you want to do?
We've got to get in control again.
You only have to look back to when Grant burnt down the Vic to see that this is something that is in the Mitchell blood, you know.
I've got it.
Well, don't give it to me.
The Queen Vic.
What about it?
Well, it's insured up to the hilt.
So what?
So we arranged for a little fire.
Things like that would never have happened when the Watts were king and queen of the Vic. The family Watts. Well, it was Dan, a man of immaculate morals. Angie, his loving, devoted wife. And then there's Sharon, his princess. And who could ever forget Rowley, top dog? Back in those days, there was never any trouble.
I want what I'm owed, you moron!
My own daughter acting like a whore!
Get off me, you pig! Right, that does it. Once you and me are finished. Finished kaput!
Oh, she's finally got the message.
And then, catastrophe. Angie went off in search of a suntan and, well, everyone thought Dan was pushing up daisies. Or daffodils. But like all good fairy tales, two new princes came on the scene. The Mitchells, a dashing mix of style and grace. Grant Mitchell, a hot-headed psychopath with an eye for the ladies. And then there was Phil, a sensitive, hot-headed psychopath with an eye for the ladies. And in true East End style, they loved their mum Peggy. Touching.
Grant, how many pubs have we been in the East End, would you reckon?
All of them, haven't we?
Probably thrown out of most of them.
And out of all those places of refreshment, which would you say had the tastiest bar staff?
The two princes were after a princess.
The Queen something? Yeah. The Queen Vic.
I rest my case.
Well, I'd rather you rest £2.20 on the bar.
You know what? I love domineering women. I love them.
Poor old Sharon. Where was Shining Knight Dan when she needed him?
You don't have to work everything out for yourself all the time. Not anymore.
I want that pub. It belongs to me and I'm going to have it. I don't care what you do or how you go about it, but I want you to get me that pub.
Okay. You want the Vic? You got it.
Like oil mixing smoothly with water, Watts married Mitchell.
Let's have a drink!
One team running the Vic. Cosy. Too cosy.
I must say my brother's made a right blinding choice.
Thanks, Phil.
When you have a family that has such strong values about loyalty, when something inside that family goes wrong and someone shows disloyalty to another person in that family, then it can really kick off. And we saw that, I mean, with Sharon and Grant and Phil, you know, and that went deep.
I don't suppose I've known what I wanted, really.
And now?
Now? Can't.
Really? But you can't sit here and tell me that you think he's the perfect man when we both know he isn't.
No, I ain't saying he's perfect. But he's perfect for me.
The things you've been doing to Sharon, they're not the things that a decent man would do. You've been selfish, you've been cruel.
Go on.
And you made me ashamed to be your brother.
What about Phil?
About him?
You slept with him, remember?
Phil was different. It was like Phil was a nice side of Grant, without the other stuff. I think that's why I fell in love with him. I even thought things would work out once.
What about now? It's definitely finished?
Yeah.
You sure?
No, I ain't saying he's perfect, but he's perfect for me.
What about Phil? You slept with him, remember?
So the two princes sent the princess back in.
I said stop the car! Bill!
But the poor boys, well, they never did get over it. I think the Vic must have definitely been built on cursed ground, because there's always been trouble there, and it didn't matter whoever had the upper hand.
The Vic.
The Vic.
The Vic is like a kind of symbol for the power-holding family, you know. Whoever has it, whoever's in charge, has the power.
I want that pub and I'm gonna get it any way I can.
There's no way you're gonna have this pub.
Too late, Peggy. Contract signed.
And the fact that it's always owned by either the Mitchells or the Watts, it's a great bit of pulling power, isn't it?
Get her out of here, will you? Because I can sweat for her right now.
Don't bother. Between you and me, Alfie, I think this place has gone downhill since the new management took over.
It's either been Watts territory or Mitchell territory.
My queen for my princess.
Nothing quite like being in the Queen Vic when your life's falling apart, though, eh?
But watch your mouth. You're in my pub.
Yeah. You look like a landlord.
Suffering the scream and see. Sounds like everywhere I go, yeah. Everywhere I see the black and blue uniform, police and priest. The people of the pinstripe, they mutely shake their heads. The silent shrink in volume, violence worse than they condemn. Stab you in the back, yeah, laughing in your face. Glad to see the place again. It's a pity nothing's changed.
If I want to let go of the past, then why am I hanging on to the Queen Vic?
It's your whole life, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it is, but it shouldn't be. You take it. Just give me back what I paid.
And so to end the fireworks, Sharon moved on, sold the Vic, and to forget the past, she opened Angie's den, and the two families settled into an uneasy truce.
When Sharon and Tom took over at the club, Billy was the last person to know about it.
E20 belongs to myself and Sharon now.
Well, that was quick, how'd that happen?
Oh, you know, Sharon, when she puts her mind to something, there's no stopping her.
And Billy had a share, like one share in it, in the club, but that is a massive thing for Billy.
Hear me out. I'm not moving till you do.
You know you're the wrong sex for suffragette, Billy.
Give me the key, Billy.
I ain't got it.
What?
I just want to say my piece.
And in the end, they relented, and they said, well, he could still be part of it.
Please, Sharon.
Well, anyone who chains himself to a bar must be worth a try. You've got 1 month to prove yourself.
So I've got my 1% back?
Yes.
Billy and Sam were both working at the club at the same time, working for Sharon.
So, Sam, you've been running this place on your own for the last 2 weeks.
I thought I did all right. I really miss this place.
You said you were leaving. You did well. Really well.
Honest.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
I think they kind of got on okay there. There was a bit of mutual respect.
I'm still in charge, aren't I?
It looks like you've got competition now. That all right with you, Sam?
Sharon, that is more than all right.
But it was never going to be that simple.
Now, do you know what this looks like? It looks like the Watts family say jump, and you and Mitchell ask how high. Is that your job, is it?
You can't fire me. I'm a shareholder.
1%.
I've got rights.
Suppose I buy you out.
No, Sharon, I don't want that.
I'm sorry, Billy. It's the best I can do.
When you're playing happy families, there's always going to be a bit of trouble. And it looks like the new kids know how to play the game, as if they've been born to it. Welcome Vicky and Dennis to Albert Square.
A situation was brewing the moment that Dennis came back onto the scene. For this character just to come in and by the end of an ep to just floor the hard man. It just set the stall out completely, straight away. It was like, hang on a minute, who is this bloke?
But Dennis came with dodgy connections.
Andy, it's good to see you, mate.
It's been a while.
There was his pal Andy and his old boss Jack Dalton, the villain's villain and the man who did for Den.
Boss has got the amp. He thought you'd be in touch when you got out.
Not too soon after, though, eh? Some bright spark might put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, but not even a postcard. He really appreciates what you and Tony done for him, you know?
Yeah? How much?
There's a prehistory between Dennis and Andy in that Dalton empire.
We served the time. We kept our mouths shut. The boss said he'd see us all right. I'm asking him to honour his word.
But this spunk, he refuses to take no for an answer. So I have to take steps, make the problem go away. Maybe you know him.
Why, who's it?
Name's Dennis Rickman.
Are you really going to do this?
Told you. I don't have a choice.
You do.
The only way you're off the hook is if Dalton dies right now, tonight.
Okay.
Okay, what?
I'll do it.
What are you talking about?
I'll kill Taunton.
The history that existed between Dennis and Andy with the Dalton Empire, really, in many ways, Dennis should have been the guy who inherited that empire.